Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. If it's not morning by you, my bad. Okay, it's definitely morning. It's 6:36 a.m. Anyway, we're gonna do a collective check-in. I want to use a different deck in addition to Yin Yang because I'm kind of bored with Yin Yang. So we're gonna use the archetypes. First card out, the One. That's you. No, I'm not talking about that stingy boy or girl. I'm talking about you. You're the one, okay? Don't rely on anyone outside of you to make you feel whole. Look at that. You're the prize. The medallion. Okay? Are you acting like it? Are you treating yourself like you are the prize? The sustainer? Or are you giving too much to others and not getting enough back? Guilty. Same. I always do that shit. Actually in that cycle now, so maybe this is my reading. The orphan. These are totally different feelings. Looking outside of yourself, doing too much to gain external validation, still not working. Versus, you know what? I'm the prize, bitch, right? Ugh. I don't know what that was. Anything else? Yes, something else. The dead end. What kind of things do you need to let go of? It could be people, it could be habits, behaviors. Myself included, I know. I'm a part of this collective. Alright? Anyway. What are you needing to be so completely honest with yourself about? It's okay to be irritated. But what dead end are you kind of putting yourself into? The ocean. There's layers to it. There's depth. There's weird creatures. There could be weird creatures. Listen, I'm just kidding. She is acting kind of weird though. That's Lucy. Understanding the depths of you. That's the shadow work, right? That's the integration of the things that have happened to us that we've, kind of held on to and victimized ourselves in. Fuck it. I keep reading these. Sorry, I need more room. So we have the vision coming out after the ocean. What is your vision for yourself? If you need support with that, go check out, or inspiration more than support. Go check out the What's Your Calling playlist that I've made. That's what that's all about. How to remember who you are, remember your passions, like the kid in you. What are the things that they wanted to do? And the thread is speaking to making that happen. This is also giving me the red string theory. Which I'm thinking it's in the red string theory is this theory about like souls being connected throughout, but they'll always come back to each other. And with that red thread, that's what that is giving. This could be a love reading because we did start off with the one and now we have the thread. But on my channel, we really like to read for collective consciousness to support collective liberation. So if it's love for you, take it as that. But remember, if you're not loving yourself first, then that's the love message, to love yourself. And maybe this red string theory is returning to self. I have to pull this card out. It's making me... Maybe you've felt like an outsider all your life with this orphan. sustainer you've overgiven to others in this attempt to feel seen, wanted, desired, loved. And maybe that's left you feeling at this dead end. Yeah, because you're needing to pull back your energy. Come up with like some cute rhyme. I'll give you mine. I call my energy back to me, so they can see that I am not the motherfucking one. So mote it be. When people try to play in your face, call your energy back. You don't have to use my rhyme, but you could. I don't care. It's just a cute little spell. Incantation. Is this going to be the last card on the deck? The one that I'm seeking? I'm pretty sure it's the Four of Wands. No, it's not the Four of Wands. The Four of Swords, maybe? Ah! It is the Four of Swords. So this is the red string that I'm thinking of. A lot of the red string theory does involve like a soulmate twin flame energy. But in this reading, in this case, we are reading for self. Because I'm the reader and that's what I'm deciding we're doing. So with this red thread, right, this photo, I don't know if you can see, the red thread is to her own heart. Here's her heart. And she's like in the fetal position, right? So whatever heartbreak you've gone through, you're being called to, bring that back to you. That's quite the energy. Let's read the affirmation from Four of Swords since we pulled the card. Blink-182, always. You're the only one always there for you. You know what I mean? Like, you're the only one that knows every experience you've had, every encounter, every feeling. So I give myself permission to slow down and heal is the affirmation associated with that card. So yeah, that's totally what this is speaking to. Whatever ways you've sustained or supported others, you're being called to do that for yourself at this time so that you can get out of this energy, this self-sacrificing, potentially self-sabotaging, and also recognizing that doing too much for others when not pouring into yourself is actually emotional manipulation. I know. When I first heard that, I was like, what? I want to be a good person. But you need to be a good person for you. Especially if you're showing up for other people the way they are not showing up for you. Trust me, this is a lesson I'm constantly in. I love giving. I love overgiving. But I'm in a season of receiving, and it's very difficult for me. So every time I feel like I'm abandoning myself, this has been something that I've been embodying for the past few months. Every time I feel like I'm expecting too much from others, wanting too much, desiring too much, running away with imaginary situations in my head or whatnot, I again say that little spell I shared with you, call my power back to me. I think often of the way that we call our power back to us. I was thinking about this last night in the shower. I love shower thoughts. About how I talk about this healing process as like picking up these pieces of ourselves and like putting us back together, like we're a puzzle. And that's the process I've really been in. When I'm recognizing myself doing too much or expecting too much outside of me, I'll be like, well, what's something I can do for myself? I'll work out, I'll, go swing outside, I'll, put on a song that I want to listen to. I'll use my computer and like work on something. Do some self-care, be like, what are the state of my nails, should I take a shower right now? Just taking care of yourself, checking in with yourself as you can. And I know I have a lot more ability to do this because of my stay-at-home status, but there are lots of times out in the world that you can also do these things. Okay? We have the shaman, the mentor, and the kiss. And let's get one more. We at 9 minutes. So I hope that helps. I think that's what the speaking is too, this process. With these, the seed. Yeah, what seeds can you plant for yourself consistently so that you're, I'm getting another It's from this deck. I'm getting images from other decks, so hang on. This is why I don't want to use yin yang. I'm bored with yin yang. What seeds can you plant for yourself so that you can show up as this inner garden, right? So that you can be healed and blooming into this version of yourself, right? And that image of inner garden is very different than the image from the Four of Swords, right, with the red string. What ways can you come back to yourself? And that answer is different for everyone, okay? There's no right answer, right? We're all... So every time that you are experiencing a dead end or feeling like, again, you're looking outside of yourself, remember to bring it back in to you. Explore your own depth. Remain solid in your vision. Like, you know, maybe it's not about self-care. Maybe it's about, oh, I've been meaning to do this because I need to do this to get to this, to meet this goal, right? Continue to center your vision. It's a conscious process. It's a conscious process. Continue to allow yourself to heal. These images are very similar, but very different as well. They have similar images. So we have the orphan stuck in this cycle within the snake. And here we have the healing process. The snake is no longer holding on to you. And now there's diamonds involved. There's 3 skulls. That's speaking to the death and rebirth within a healing process. Ego death, perhaps. The dark night of the soul. Integration of self is a lot of death and rebirth. The mentor. Seek out others who inspire you, not for envious reasons, but be like, that's where I want to get. How do I get there? You know, what do I need to do? What have they done? How can I learn from them? What next steps? I mean, when I was doing my YouTube channel, I was watching so many YouTube tarot readers and seeing the things and, you know, creating things. And it wasn't like stealing them, but it was being inspired and being like, you know, I've been very criminalized in my own gifts from my family and friends in the past. I mean, you know that if you're on my channel. So for me, it was a lot of watching other people being authentically themselves for public reasons that got me to this healing process of like, wow, if they, you know, there's one person in particular, Alchemy Inu, Natalie. I've never seen another channeler work the way that my brain works. I mean, now that TikTok exists, now I have. But Natalie is on YouTube, Alchemy Inu, and she's a Pisces as well, and she's the first time anyone I've noticed anyone whose brain works like mine, who channels the pace in which she channels is fast, and that's why I got called manic, you know, and diagnosed with like all these mental health issues because I was channeling and it was so fast. And so seeing Natalie and having her family support her, her mom's always in her lives and stuff. I was like, damn. And that gave me the encouragement to put myself out here, you know. So whatever it is for you, what healing do you need to do? Who can you look up to help you with that, right? The kiss, be gentle with yourself. I'm thinking of Sixpence None the Richer, Kiss Me. She's all that. Maybe you've been bullied for being different. Am I a fucking bet? Maybe people have betted on your downfall. Same, bitch. Again, plant these seeds and be gentle with yourself. Treat yourself like give yourself forehead kisses. I know not literally, but that feeling of receiving a forehead kiss. Take good care of yourself. Nurture yourself, right? This was cute. I liked this. Ultimately, remember that you are the 1 and the 2 and the 3, okay? Whatever you are working on and creating, bring it into fruition through you, through your healing. And recognize that the darkness within you is also really important and is part of the path, right? It wasn't a dead end. It was an invitation to know yourself so fucking deep, okay? And you may be in that process. It's not easy. Go check out some of the collective combos if you are in the midst of you know, integrating your shadow. I also have integrating shadow playlists. The daily decolonizing playlists are also helpful for introspection to do that. And remember through this process to not judge yourself, but to meet whatever feelings and memories come up with curiosity, not judgment. Okay?